Go live.
Oh, we're already live.
We are live.
We are live and...
Woohoo! All right.
Judging by this picture, I really need a haircut.
You do. Oh my goodness,
Let's not
your
get one
hair. Wow.
Time's running out. Yeah, that's... I got wings on the side of my head.
That's really bad.
You can call me a Karadak.
A Kiradak.
A Karadak. Look at these wings.
It's so funny. Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Well, I've got my fun
tomorrow.
ears because
yes, you do.
My hair is not quite dry. But it's getting there, and it looks okay with the ears. See the cute ears. I love my ears.
Cute. Very, very cute.
I love them. All right, I am gonna share this all over social media.
Okay, I'll wait till our first Skywalker shows up.
Okay.
And here he is, Mr. Win Patterson.
Awesome.
Hey, kids. Hey, Win. How you doing today? How you doing on this fine Wednesday morning?
Oh.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I hope you're doing very well. It's very nice here.
On this episode, well, we already talked to Margaret Carey. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She is so adorable.
Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, she goes on and talks for a long time, and I never felt the need to cut it.
Okay,
Because she does have some kind of different tangents. And sometimes, normally we'd like to jump in and ask questions, but we just like listening to her voice.
I know, she's so like...
grandmothery.
Yeah,
Boy,
I love it.
She's like 40 years older than me, and I'm not cognizant.
All right, sorry, I'm trying to do the Facebook
I'll be talking to Win. So
okay.
Win, how you been doing these days? Have you been visiting Disneyland lately? We can't. We're out. We're no longer Disney Country Club members.
Country Club members?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we will be. It's just a matter of doing it. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't renewed.
Yeah, not yet.
We will.
News feed.
When the next big event goes on.
Yeah.
Do they have their Easter stuff? Last year they had the Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, they will have Easter stuff. I don't know if they've announced the Easter stuff yet on, yeah, I'm not sure if they did. Oh, look, I just posted in our group. Okay, well, this is the most exciting thing. I'll be opening this package. It'll be super fun. And it's one of my birthday gifts. One of my birthday gifts. Woohoo!
Yes,
all right,
it is.
One more thing. Sorry, I'm sharing.
I'll open it.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you stop it. Stop it. Nope. Stop. Stop that now.
Showing Win how we really are.
Stop it now.
Behind the curtain.
Yes. Stop it. Go away. Isn't it? No. Why are you doing that?
I don't know, but I'll go
That's
rinse my
so
mouth.
mean. Ew. Yeah, you don't know where that's been. Sorry, one more thing I want to share. Okay, share in our... Okay, you know what? I'll just share on my own thing here. Whee. Bing. All right, we are shared in different places, so thanks for joining us. Hey, that was Kelly.
Is that Kelly?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey,
awesome.
Hey, Kelly.
So
you
now,
still have your tan, Kelly?
I have a question. Do you guys get notified via YouTube? Or do you guys get notified somewhere else that we're live for YouTube? I'm just curious how that works. Or do you click on, like, my tweet or something like that? So, I'd like to know. Just so I know where to post.
Marcus Doring.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Okay.
And Chuck Couch.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, perfect. Well, we got some
YouTube
people here.
Email. Oh.
YouTube email. How interesting. Okay.
I didn't get that.
Didn't know that YouTube emailed.
I know. That's cool. All right, let me make sure. Do we have... Oh, we don't. No, we don't have a card in here. So grab the card and I'll open my package.
Okay.
No! You're supposed to be here. All right, but I will tell you guys. Okay, you get the Facebook. Okay, that's good to know. So it does help that I post in other places. Okay. That is going... usually So Stargirl is coming out on Disney Plus this week, this 13th. And that's going to be interesting, I think. An interesting film. Although I've seen it already, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, you guys, this
Someone
is gonna
asking about
be-
Stargirl?
Yeah. No, the book's right here.
Oh.
So I was just in my head. But, hold on. I'm gonna try one thing. Okay, I'm gonna be opening my package that I got from Elhofer. Thanks to Bryn and my parents. They got me some gift cards for my birthday. And we just got this package in today. Oh, look! Dad's there. Yay! I'm gonna be opening this package that you helped me get. So, hold on.
Can we make those comments bigger?
No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I can put them down here.
Like we did before.
I know. Down here. Right?
Hey, fam.
Hi, you guys. Oh,
Hey,
yay.
Scotty
Everyone's
and
joining
Matt.
us.
Don't worry about it. Let's just, because
Yeah.
we only have so much time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be opening this for you guys only. Are you ready? This is something I got from Elhofer, who has lots of awesome things. Okay. All right. Unboxing. Unpackaging. All right. You guys ready? She always has these fun blue bags. Ooh. Oh, that's opening up right away. Oh. What's it gonna be? I ordered 2 things, but one is a pre-order for May. And this one, it's gonna be, what is it? What is it? Oh no, oh, I have to rip the tissue. I hate doing that. This is
I know
pretty
what it
tissue.
is.
Look at it. It's so cool. I am now
She's crossing
official.
franchises.
I'm going to be Captain Picard. Isn't that funny? Oh, it's so cool. Isn't that nice? So I love it.
I think we're getting some idiots again.
Oh no.
Uh,
If that continues, you guys, we might move to just Facebook. All right? Just FYI. All right, so yeah.
yeah, we got
There's
this
some
some idiots
spammers,
idiots
I
are
don't know.
spammers.
But yeah, so isn't that cool? Yay! All right. So
Yeah.
there
that's
you
cool.
have it.
Why? Why?
Yeah. All right. So yeah, once again, if that continues, and we will just move to Facebook. But thank you guys for joining us right now. And shall we do it? I know TNG is the best. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'll have to try that on later. I'm very excited about that. Woohoo! And for now, though, Richard, since we gotta go,
Yes.
we better start recording. Okay.
All right. Where are the
So
notes?
notes are going to be right here. Do you want them up there?
Yes, please.
Okie doke. Put them right here. Make them nice and big. And there we go. All right, you guys. Levels. And
Levels.
action. Okay.
And here we go.
This is what you can look forward to on episode 280 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers. Hey, what do you have planned for when you're 90 years old? Well, if you need inspiration, well, hang around because we have someone who can help you out and inspire you. But until then, we want to welcome you all to Skywalking Through Neverland. We are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. I am Richard Wolosky, but now, everyone, please say hello to my sweetie wife who just enjoyed another birthday yesterday.
I did! It was another birthday. I was so excited. And we had a lovely day where we just chilled out. We went shopping because that's one of my favorite things. I told Richard, don't give me anything. We'll just go shopping. And I ended up getting something. That was really awesome. It's going to be my new gym bag because my old gym bag was falling apart. And it's Tinkerbell. It's an animator's collection from the Disney store. So I get to look at it every day, and I'm excited because, just a handbag or something I don't get to use every day. But this gym bag, I will use every day. It'll motivate me to go to the gym.
Water volleyball, that's not enough of a motivation.
I know. Oh, let's see it, says Tati. I'll
Oh.
bring it in.
Okay, all right. And I'll say something to the Skywalkers privately. She also wanted to watch something else on her birthday. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Okay, she's not listening. We watched The Mighty Ducks and The Mighty Ducks 2. Yeah, lots to talk about there. And that's pretty much what she wanted to do. Go shopping, get a gym bag, and watch Mighty Ducks. Oh, shh, here she is.
That's right. All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
Look how cute this is. Isn't this adorable? And it's got a pocket right here. All right, guys. Yeah, just ignore that, I guess. And it's so cute. And it's even got this bottom thing right here that opens up and unzips so you can put your shoes in there, which since we go swimming, we have like a lot of wet stuff. So that's what we put in there. So yay! I love it.
Never seen her so happy.
I know. I was so excited.
Was it that or watching the movie? But we won't get into that because there's so much we're going to talk about that later on.
Exactly.
All right. Now, where were we?
Let's see. So I was just welcoming. Oh, it's time for me to give.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it was my birthday, and I want to thank everyone. Let's see. So, okay. Should we just go to Facebook?
Oh, are they being idiots again?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. Which actually I can make one of you guys moderators so that you can. I don't know what's happening. See, if I delete that guy, they'll probably come back with more
Yeah.
people. So I don't know.
Yeah, they are idiots.
Yeah.
Nothing better to do.
I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if I can make one of you guys. Actually, Tati, do you want to be a moderator? Maybe if I add you as a moderator, you can try to delete that person? I don't know. Try it out, I guess. All right. So, okay, cool. All right. You're a moderator. So, all right. So we will just keep recording here.
All right.
Okay.
Now it's time.
Okay. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. So now it is time to give a big Wookiee hug to our family of Skywalkers. We want to thank you guys so much for those of you who are listening to us every single week. And if this is your first time listening to us, well, thank you so, so much. We just love it when you share our joy in this adventure through fandom.
Now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on March the 11th, one day after Sweetie's birthday,
Aw.
2020. All right. All right, Sarah, do you want to give us the time?
Oh, okay. It's 12:19. Good afternoon.
That's the best Minnie Mouse I've ever heard you do. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Let everyone believe that's really Minnie Mouse. All right, then I'll ask you this, Sarah. Who is sponsoring this episode of Skywalking Through Neverland?
Well, we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations. They are a diamond level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to Disney parks around the world. And best of all, their service is free of charge. So head to smallworldvacations.com for a no obligation price quote and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
All right, now coming up on this episode, Margaret Carey returns.
Awesome.
We are so excited about this. Now, for those of you who don't know, in 1953, Margaret was the animation reference model for Tinkerbell in the animated Peter Pan movie, and since we started Skywalking Through Neverland, she has made several appearances, co-hosted a few of our Step in Time spin-off shows, and now she returns to catch us up on her life, including her recent big wedding day.
At 90 years old.
At the age of 90.
Yeah, that's so amazing.
And if you think that 90 would slow someone down, wait until you hear Margaret.
Yeah.
For those of you who like to hear Mark Hamill talk at conventions, you ask him one question, off he goes. She's the same way. And you never want to cut her off.
Oh, no.
She goes
Oh, no.
on, and you just listen. You listen, and she's got the voice that just makes you want to sit back and just know that life is good.
Aw. Yeah, true. Very true.
Yeah.
Also on this episode, we have shout-outs and
Things we want to share. Unfortunately, on March the 8th, we lost another member of the Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Flash Gordon, Exorcist, Hannah and her sister's family. Max von Sydow passed away at the age of 90. Now, in The Force Awakens, he played Lor San Tekka. He was the guy who gave Poe Dameron the missing piece of the map to Luke Skywalker.
That's right. Oh, just clip.
And Max also appeared in Spielberg's Minority Report. Sarah, ever see that?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's with Tom Cruise, right?
Very
Yeah.
good film. Martin Scorsese's Shutter Island, one of my favorite Martin Scorsese films. And
Really?
he was brilliant in that. And he was in a lot of Ingmar Bergman's films, including The Seventh Seal, where he played chess with death.
Whoa, that sounds
I'm
cool.
not going to tell you how it turns out.
Okay. Well, he also reportedly, not Laura Santeca. Well, Max von Sydow also reportedly turned down the role of Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music.
You would have been so good in that.
Yeah. I mean, I love Christopher Plummer, you know,
Right.
but it's because he's Captain Von Trapp, so who knows? I could have loved Max von Sydow.
Now, I've never met Max von Sydow before, but we did meet eye to eye.
Oh,
Yeah, and he gave me a death glare.
what happened?
The first month I was in Los Angeles, I was working for this production company, sending out flyers and stuff, and they had, since I was interning, they had given me tickets to a film screening at the Directors Guild,
Ooh.
and I was able to walk up the red carpet. I've never walked up a red carpet before in my life, and there was all these photographers and reporters on the sidelines, and there's me. You know how in the couple of episodes ago we were talking about being somewhere where you don't feel like you belong?
Yes.
So that was me. And in the middle of this red carpet, I froze. It's like I didn't know what to do. I knew I shouldn't have been there, but which way do you go? You can't go back. Do you go forward? Do you run? And then everyone in unison were looking at me and said, "Move. Move out of the way." It's like, oh, okay. Apparently they don't want me here, so okay. They go, "Yeah, we want to see Max." And I turn around, and there's Max von Sydow writing back at me, looking at me like, "Dude, you're so in my spotlight. You are so taken out.
Wow.
You're so in my spotlight here."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So that was the only time I'd ever really met him.
So did you scamper off?
Oh, I ran. I ran. I ran to the theater and just buried myself somewhere in the shadows.
Wow. Celine says she liked him as the Guardian in Doctor Who. Oh, cool. See, that's a franchise we don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Good deal. Now, as you can imagine, Twitter was flooded with comments like this one from Kevin Smith, and he writes, "The legendary actor who gave us both Brewmeister Smith and Ming the Merciless has finally laid down his king in the eternal chess match. Farewell, Max von Sydow. You were in many much more what?
You were in many much more respected
Oh.
movies.
You were in many more much respected movies than Strange Brew and Flash Gordon, but I loved you for those flicks first." I forgot he was in Strange Brew.
Aw. Hi. Read that sentence again.
Okay. You were in many much more respected movies than Strange Brew and Flash Gordon, but I loved you in those flicks first. Yeah, I should have mentioned that in the beginning. How he was in Strange Brew.
Yeah.
He just remember when were talking about not belonging somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't belong in this film at all. Not whatsoever.
Never saw it. Yeah.
Now, Jonas Swatamo,
Yeah.
aka Chewbacca,
He said,
I'm very
sorry to learn of Max von Sydow's passing. I had the pleasure to meet him at the Force Awakens premiere. He was a kind and legendary actor. Even with his many achievements, he seemed so enthusiastic about his part in the new trilogy. My thoughts go to his family and friends.
Oh, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Now, here is Max on the red carpet for the European premiere for The Force Awakens in 2015, talking about how it feels to be a part of the Star Wars saga, what impressed him in the original Star Wars film, and the message of hope.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Is that good?
So, Max, you will be missed. Yeah, it's really hot in here.
Yeah? I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Okay, here we go.
Now, on to the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars. Are you ready for On the Wings of Kiridax? Now, is it Kiridax or Kiridakis?
Kiridax, that's the way it's spelled.
Yeah. For some reason, in my head, it just flows off the tongue if you say On the Wings of Kiridakis. I don't know why.
Nope, I don't
And
say
I'm
that
wondering
at all.
if that's reminded me of something. I'm not sure.
Hey, John, Apparently, Toddy's doing a bang-up job getting rid
Yeah.
of these spammers.
Thanks, Toddy. You're hired. Okay, Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 3, On the Wings of Kiridax. All right, Richard, you want to read the summary for this episode?
Rex has found his friend Echo in the clutches of the Techno Union, but the rescue is just beginning. And the fortune cookie reads, survival is one step on the path to living.
There you go. So
There's a lot of people I want to tell that to.
Oh, right. Yeah, so Echo, of course, is survived these past, couple years, but not very well, but he is still alive, and as you see in this episode, he ends up helping his friends.
So this picks up right where A Distant Echo left off. That was the last episode, and the Bad Batch is holding off the security praying mantis droids, and Rex is trying to unhook Echo, who is still patched into the system's security computers.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, they can't just pull that plug, because who knows what's going to happen, because there's like a plug directly into his brain. And
all right.
That's no good.
I want to finalize a debate we had last week.
Yes.
I'm not saying who was wrong and who was right.
Okay.
But when Echo was saying, Rex, you came back for me?
Right.
I was thinking he meant you came back right here for me.
Yes, and
And
I was thinking he
you
was
were-
still back in time at the Citadel.
At the Citadel, in that time period.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to say who was right, who was wrong, but it seemed like, yes, he was saying, Rex, you came back, because he still thought he was at the Citadel.
Right,
And
right.
I thought he meant right then and there, so I'm not going to say who was right and who was wrong.
But I'll say it. I was right. Richard was wrong.
You know what? I was trying to be so civilized. What happened? Let's just move on.
All right.
So,
Well,
what do you think about this episode now that this debate is over?
oh, okay. So the debate is over. I won, clearly. But
It's still your birthday week, so yes. we'll say that you won.
so our thoughts are, well, my thoughts on this episode, I thought it was another fun episode that demonstrated the skills of the Bad Batch. You know, like Wrecker got to boost a bunch of his friends up in the air. Crosshair was seeing how many droids were there through the walls. And even Echo plays a part because he finds the escape route because he knows it in his head. But overall, though, like, it was my least favorite of the three so far. And I'll get into why a little later, because there's some plot points that I didn't quite agree with. So
Well, I see where you're going with that. I think they could have rolled the story elements of this episode into the last episode, A Distant Echo, and the other half into the next episode, which is premiering this week,
Sure.
Unfinished Business.
Okay.
So not a lot happened in this,
right.
but they had to fill out 22 minutes with something, and boy, they did.
Yes.
Because these battle sequences were phenomenally animated, phenomenally shot, phenomenally lit, and I love so much that they're using the Lucas long shot, and that's where the camera pulls back and you get to see the spatial relations of everyone in this battle.
That's a very good point.
If you look at movies nowadays, they cut into they edit together all these inserts, so you don't know who's winning a fight, where anyone is. And Lucas would always pull the camera back and go, this is where everyone is.
Right.
And this is where the battle is. And that one shot I'm thinking about in particular, when you have Anakin and the Bad Batch on this long tube that connects both sides of the city.
Yep.
And on one side you have the security battle droids, on the other side you have more security battle droids. That shot, I need to freeze frame, screenshot, and blow it up and put it on the wall.
Or maybe your computer desktop background.
Well, okay. That too.
But yeah, no, that was a great shot. Yeah, and that reminded me of another movie, but we'll get into that a little later as well.
All right, so what standout moments really caught you, Sarah?
Ooh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just go off of what you said with that long shot. And to me, that really reminded me of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom when they're over that rope bridge and you have that same thing happening. You have the natives coming on one side and then, he's about natives coming on the other and Indiana raises his sword to cut the rope in half. And similarly, did Anakin raise his lightsaber? I don't think so, but...
Well, he did to fight the battle droids.
Right. Yeah.
But he didn't slice the tube.
No, he didn't slice
But
the
he
tube.
should have.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Because there's another movie homage they pay in this.
Oh,
So
yes.
this should have been just nothing but movie homages.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of that, were you done?
Go ahead.
In that scene when Tech calls the Caradax, he has a special signal, he calls the Caradax, they all jump in and escape. And then what happens with the praying mantis droids? They fly
sprout
now.
wings. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. They fly now. Who knew this could happen?
Wait, they fly now?
They fly now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was cool. Okay. I guess that was a standout moment for me too. I loved in this episode how they did add things that were different that we haven't seen. You know, you have these praying mantis battle droids instead of the regular battle droids, and they're so skinny because we learn why, because they have those wings. So that's pretty cool. And then later on, there's these big giant round fighting droids too. Like the destroyer droids, I guess, that can also fly. So
Yeah, those big spider droids with the Death Star head.
yes, exactly.
Oh, another great design.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another homage that I was referring to earlier is when the security battle droid came back to Wat Tambor to give him the news, and Wat says, "Okay, go back and get my experiment," which is Echo, and the security battle droid flies off, and hundreds of other security battle droids fly off right behind him.
In a long shot into the night.
Yeah, it's such a Wizard of Oz moment. Fly, you monkeys, fly!
Yes. Ugh. I also had that written down for my Easter eggs too. But yeah, I agree with you. That was really cool. And you can't help the Wizard of Oz thing. Like it's just the Wizard of Oz flying monkeys.
Well, I love it when they go outside of Star Wars to make reference to other classic film moments.
Mm-hmm.
And that definitely was a Wizard of Oz moment.
Well, you know what? Since we're going on these Easter eggs for other films, I'm going to name one more Easter egg that I saw. And that is back in the control room when the Bad Batch is still trying to escape and all the droids are closing in on them. And our Bad Batch manages to close the doors, but before they can close them, the droids get their little fingers in there and try to open the doors, and one of the droids sticks his nose in, and it's just like so much like a raptor from Jurassic Park, like trying to get through that door before Ellie and Dr. Grant can like close that door. So
that's why you squealed at that one
yeah,
scene.
I did.
Okay, it's like
I was like, oh, it's Jurassic Park. Yeah. And it was like almost exactly how his snout moved too. I don't know. It was really neat.
Another Easter egg I want to point out, this is a very small Easter egg. The cod piece that Echo is wearing is very similar to the cod piece Darth Vader wears.
You would notice this. I did not notice this.
Only Vader's was black and Echo had a white version on. Yes, I do notice things like that.
You're so funny. Wow. Well, when the Decimator comes through, and that's about to get the Bad Batch before they escape through the tubes, right? So the Decimator like puts out these electricity like vibes. Did you get that plasma ball lightning lamp vibe from that? You know how you have those round things filled with plasma and the little electricity things go all around? Yeah.
What are you, a child of the 70s?
No,
you and your plasma
but
lamps?
I don't know, but yeah.
No, I unfortunately I did not see that, but I can see where you're going now.
Yeah, that's what you didn't see that? Oh wow.
I know, and I'm so ashamed.
Okay.
Gonna turn in my 70s child card.
Okay. Were you done with this stuff up here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gonna turn in my 70s generational card.
Okay.
All right, what else did you notice in this episode?
All right, so I feel like there was a missed opportunity in this episode. Now, I know this happens in between the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Wat Tambor shows up in both of those films. Well, I feel like there was a missed opportunity here because Wat Tambor in this episode gets basically blasted in the face by a blast. And, you know, it's got to mess him up somehow. I mean, he's half droid or mostly droid, so I don't know how it does, but I think it would have been cool if that were the reason why his voice modulates then in the film for Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith. Like, if in this episode he had got blasted in the face and then he started talking and done the voice modulation thing, I think that would have been neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now let's get to the end.
Okay.
And Wat Tambor realizes that they lost Echo to the clones, and he needs to find a way to recoup on their investment which is what he says. What do you think that means? What do you think that means? They lost Echo. They put a lot of time and money into extracting information from him.
Well, I mean, this might come up in the next episode, which is the final
Yeah.
episode. Like, does this come back in Revenge of the Sith? I don't think so.
No, not that I can think.
Yeah.
But
Mind control.
I've been racking my brain. How can he recoup on this loss?
Try to steal another
a couple of
droid?
clones.
Yeah, clones. Maybe he's trying to get some of the Bad Batch members. That'd be interesting. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm very interested in where that line leads to.
Okay, yeah.
Because I've always liked Wat Tambor just because I love his voice. We see how sinister he can be.
Oh, Chris Marino says they think that they're going to control him to attack everyone else. So almost like Order 66. Like maybe they put some kind of...
Yeah, because in the end, Echo says to Rex, hopefully this will be just like old times.
Right.
Because Rex says to him, yeah, just like old times. And Echo says...
Rex says...
And then Echo repeats that same thing back. Yep, hopefully this will be like old times. And then the camera, we stay on Echo, and there's not really a glint in his eye, like there's something there. There's no dun 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 moments.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's just like a throwaway line. You wouldn't think so, but there's nothing to make you think that that's going to lead to something. And normally they would do that. They would show the clone squinting his eyes like villains do, or have that dun 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 moment.
Right. Well, there's no throwaway lines in these episodes.
Exactly.
Like, everything is there for a reason. So you know this will come back. I thought, I mean, I didn't get that whole, like, yeah, you're right. There's no sinisterness to it, but I just think that Echo is sad, and that what he's been through means that it has changed him, and so things can never be the same again because, you know, he has changed.
Right, but the way the camera stayed on Echo,
right,
and Rex had left,
mm-hmm.
it just implied so much more.
Okay.
So there's a couple of cliffhangers.
Right. Well, can I get into the main plot point I didn't appreciate in this episode?
That you didn't appreciate?
Yeah, I did not like.
Oh,
I did not
okay.
like the fact. Yeah, we kind of skipped over this, but I did not like that Anakin and the clones, when they got on the Kiridax, that they returned to the Poltex village, like the native village, because automatically that involved the Poltex in this war that they said they didn't want to be in. So, you know, by returning to the Poltex, Anakin and the clones absolutely brought the war to that village, and then they just tried to, you know, show them Echo and say, see what they did to our man? Well, you know, they're bad, so help us fight.
The war was already there. They just didn't know it, because they didn't know that Wat Tambor was part of the Separatists.
Right, but
that's when Anakin had to tell him, yeah, no, Wat Tambor of the Techno Union, guess what? He already brought the war here to your planet, so it's been here dormant up until now. So one way or another, it was going to surface, and it's better now that they have Anakin and the clones on their side, rather than attacking them when they're not expecting it.
Well, okay, and that's another point I had. Yes, Wat Tambor and they sent an attack on the village just then when the Bad Batch was there to help them, but who's to say that after, you know, Anakin and the clones leave, who's to say that they don't send another attack to decimate the village later? Like, I just didn't like the fact that Anakin and the clones they should have just returned to their ship and left the planet as soon as they could, rather than implicating the Poltex.
Well, it wasn't that easy. They couldn't just tell the battle droids, hey, stop shooting at us for about 10 minutes while we pack up and leave. No, the battle droids were right on their tail.
Were they?
Yes, and the ship was there, and I see what you mean, like in the Avengers.
Yes.
When you see so much destruction, don't bring it to New York City, don't bring it to where all these people in the population are. But
yeah.
I think he just needed to get to his ship, warn the Poltex that they were coming, because sooner or later this was going to happen.
Okay, so you think it was inevitable that the Poltex would have been involved?
Easily. Oh yeah, very, very much so.
Okay.
One way or another. And I'm sure the Poltex would have moved their camp somewhere else.
Okay.
So they're not sitting
I hope
around
so.
waiting.
I hope so, but that's another thing. Like now that you made these guys move. Come on, Anakin.
It's war.
I know.
Nothing is fair in war.
I know. So, I mean, basically, to sum up, that's why this episode is my least favorite so far.
Okay.
Just because of that. And there's no moments of levity, like Obi-Wan saying, oh, hope you had a nice chat.
This episode was all just about war. Mm-hmm. And which is why we keep going on about how this could have been split up into the last episode taking half of the plot and the next episode taking the other half of the plot. But still, I think I like this episode just because of the cinematic qualities.
Okay.
Story-wise, we got about 3 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
All right, now, before we move on, let me ask you this. Who's not going to make the end of the next episode? Next episode is the last of this arc. Mm-hmm. So which of the Bad Batch will not make it?
All right, so I'm thinking possibly maybe Crosshair? Or even Hunter. Hunter's like the main, guy.
Yeah. Rambo.
Yes. So I think if Hunter were to be lost, I think that would be a big blow. And if that's where they want to go with that.
Right. But they have another character to take his place, which is Captain Rex. So Hunter and Captain Rex are pretty much the same character. Mm. Whereas the others, there isn't really another Heavy or Crosshair or Tech.
Right.
Now,
who do you think?
Christopher Marino on Facebook just said Echo.
Oh, okay.
But we're talking the Bad Batch. I don't think Heavy's gonna see the end of the next episode. I don't think Heavy's gonna see the end of the next episode.
I don't know. Heavy's there for the kids. Like he's kind of that funny levity.
He is, but that is the first clone that came to my mind.
Okay. All right.
So we'll see. You say
Crosshair.
And I say Heavy. So, by the way this has been going, you're going to be right. So we'll see. We'll see next week.
Yeah.
All right. Now. Anything else to say?
No.
All right, Skywalkers. What do you think? Let us know. Go on our Facebook page. We'll put this up in our group.
Yep.
And tweet at us.
At Skywalking Pod.
Now, Sarah, before we roll into our conversation with Margaret Carey, the original Tinkerbell, let's hear this birthday wish she left just for you.
Can we play it or no?
It's buried somewhere.
Okay.
There.
Sorry, guys. We can't play it here.
Get to listen to the show.
Yeah.
So you need to just come in with this. Because she's talking about like, it sounds like you're just kind of rolling into the conversation. Not really a question.
Okay. Oh, well, it sounds like you really found your knight in shining armor.
Okay. One more just for options.
Okay. Oh, well, it sounds like you found your knight in shining armor.
Don't read this, just now say it off the top of your head.
Okay. Oh, well, it really sounds like you found your knight in shining armor.
Okay.
3 options.
Yes.
Shout outs. Okay, here we go. We want to give a shout out to Joseph Zbornak. He is starting his own podcast, but in the meantime, he wrote up a lovely piece on StarWarsEditor.com about his top 10 favorite podcasts. And we are so thankful he picked us as number 2 on this very illustrious list. So thank you for the shout out, Joseph.
He had his top 10 favorite podcasts, and then he had 20 honorable mentions.
Oh, wow.
He had a lot.
Wow.
So we made number 2, so thank you.
We appreciate all of you who listen to lots of podcasts. All right, well, this is kind of a thank you from me because it was my birthday, and you know, everyone who I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who posted happy birthday wishes on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook group. Those of you who shared pictures and GIFs, it was so cute. You guys all wished me a happy birthday, and I got hundreds of comments and birthday wishes, and I read every single one. So Skywalkers, you are amazing, and I want to thank you so, so much. And I also want to give a special shout out to Teresa Delgado, who shares my birthday. And she made a touching photo collage of us and said, "This girl is my best friend in the whole world. Finding her is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. We just happen to be twins in so many ways. I am so glad we have the same birthday, and I'm so glad that we found each other. Love you and have a great day today." Aww. I love that. And we are like weirdly twins. We both grew up in Austin, Texas. We both have the same exact birthday. We both... I'm trying to think. Like, it's just crazy, like, all the things that are so similar. It's great. All right, and then I also want to give a shout out.
Wait a minute. What would be the one difference between you and Teresa? The one difference.
That we're 4 years apart?
There you go. All right, moving right along.
What were you going to say?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's like a half an inch shorter than you.
Is she? I guess. Who knows? I don't know. It's just so funny.
Okay, well, she always says how dark she is. She's on the dark side.
That's right.
You're on the light side. So
Yeah.
you're two sides.
There
you're
you
two different
go.
sides of the same coin.
I love it.
Okay. There. Whew. Worked through that one within seconds.
All right, and another shout out to Jeff Fishbach on Twitter, who wrote, finally got caught up with my friends Jedi Tink and Sithrich on Skywalking Pod. Never want to get that far behind again. Their positivity and joy for everything Disney, Star Wars, Pixar, and Marvel is so infectious. And Michelle, who is at Mich Bell, responded, "They are truly the best with their infectious joy." Aww.
Well, thank you, everybody. Much
Yeah.
appreciated. This is one of my favorite parts of the show, is reading all your comments.
Absolutely, and we love going live too, and like all your comments really, it's just so great. We thank you guys for being here.
This weekend, Disney Plus. All right.
All right, for this week, I'm gonna bring up a few highlights that's coming out. Blah. So this week, I will bring out a few highlights of what's coming to Disney Plus, and the first one is Stargirl. Now, this is a Disney Plus original film that's based on the New York Times bestselling young adult novel by Jerry Spinelli of the same name, Stargirl. And the movie is directed by Julia Hart and is about a normal high schooler, Leo Borlak, who is played by Graham Vercher. And he's terrified to stand out, as a lot of high schoolers are. But in comes the free-spirited Stargirl, Caraway, who is played by Grace VanderWaal. And Grace VanderWaal got her start on, what is it?
America's Got Talent.
Yeah, America's Got Talent. And so in this film, Stargirl stands out in both demeanor and clothing. Like, she's just out there, one of those out there people. And Leo is inexplicably drawn to her. So the movie is about how they meet and, change each other in the process of getting to know each other. And one of the fun things in this film, an Easter egg, if you will, Giancarlo Esposito is in it.
Does he have the Darksaber?
He does not have the Darksaber in this one. In fact, he plays a character we're not used to seeing. He is the mentor role in this film.
All right. He's not a crime lord?
No, he's not a crime lord.
Not a drug runner?
No, he doesn't
Not a moth?
He doesn't do a big bad guy monologue.
All right.
No.
And we have more on Stargirl in our last episode.
Yes.
And we just wanted to continue with this week because this is premiering on Disney Plus on Friday, March the 13th.
Yes.
And that same day, we're also going to get Star Wars The Clone Wars episode Unfinished Business. And also on the same day, March 13th, we're going to have a episode of one of our favorite new series, Sarah, Shop Class.
Shop Class.
Two episodes ago when we were talking about our favorites on Disney Plus, was it Kelly and Courtney Turkel who said they were really into shop class?
I think so. I think they mentioned
And
that was
this
fun.
This is another reality show where you have different shop classes
Mm-hmm.
who work in metal and wood. They all got to compete building something.
And it's made up. Each team is made up of 2 kids and 1
Shop teacher.
shop teacher. Yeah. So and they're from all around the world, or I guess all around the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And they compete. And this week, the episode is called Ramps and Champs, where teams are challenged with turning iconic school items into skate park obstacles.
Oh, nice.
So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been enjoying this one a lot.
Oh, yeah, very much so. It's our new guilty pleasure.
Yeah, in fact, Dad, I think you'd like this a lot. Hint, hint.
Now, those were the highlights on Disney Plus. And last week, we were talking about watching The Mighty Ducks. And Sarah, for your birthday, you wanted to cuddle up on the couch and watch The Mighty Ducks.
That's
And
right.
we did.
We did. Oh, we love it so much. Yay.
And you wanted to show me this because I've never seen this, because this came out at a time where it was a little bit out of my age range.
Oh yes,
But
definitely.
You were only 11.
I was right in that age.
So tell us about some of the reactions you had while watching this, some of the flashbacks.
Oh, okay. So, well, for me, honestly, it's so interesting to watch these movies that I saw between like 9 through 13 or something, because basically my favorite movies were films that inevitably had like a French horn solo in the soundtrack. Like
That was it?
No, but or really good music. So the sound design of this film is awesome. Like, not only is the music really good, it's by David Newman, the score, and there's this one moment where Emilio Estevez is like having his epiphany. He's trying to find himself again, and there's this horn solo that's playing as he's playing hockey and learning to love the game again, and I loved that. But also the sound design of the film is it's so cool, because like when the hockey puck goes past the camera, you hear this big whoosh, and like when someone it's just like over the top, but in a really cool way. And there's also this moment when the 2 rival teams meet up towards the end, and they're all like saying the
Pledge of Allegiance?
The Star Spangled. They're singing
Oh,
the
right.
Star Spangled Banner at the beginning of the game. And instead of hearing the music, you hear this big like drum solo going on, and it's like very loud and deep and like dum 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 dum. It's just so cool. So I just really enjoyed seeing that movie again, and I think it was just as good as I remembered, which I was very happy about.
Not that this is a reboot or a remake, but I was just thinking, this is the 90s version of the Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
So instead of baseball, it's hockey.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way they should go with some remakes. Instead of being a direct remake, like there's been a direct remake of the Bad News Bears. Talk about just an insult to cinema history. Whereas the Bad News Bears, that was a classic. And so instead of doing the exact same thing like remaking the old baseball film, they're remaking it with hockey.
Right.
And that wasn't their intention. Their intention was, this was a marketing ploy to market their new hockey league, kind of like the way they did with Angels in the Outfield. They
Was it
created
really?
the Angel. Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it was all a big marketing. This was a big commercial for the new NHL team they created called the Mighty Ducks.
But it was really good. Like, the first film was awesome.
Yeah, and it you could see echoes of the Bad News Bears.
Yes.
You have the tough kid, you have the dorky kid, you have the small pipsqueak kid, and even in D2, the Mighty Ducks 2, you had some elements of Bad News Bears and Breaking Training. So it was fun to watch it with that in mind, with the Bad News Bears stuck in the back of my head. Now for Mighty Ducks 3, if they go to Japan, oh, there's no hiding what they're trying to do here.
Okay. Well, okay, so Richard, I didn't really get to talk to you after we saw the original, The Mighty Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think?
It was really aimed for the 11-year-olds. And I can see how back then you would just go along with it. Whereas adults now, we have to pause it every couple of seconds and go, oh, come on. Who's going to fall for that? With that in mind, never watch Beverly Hills Cop. Never watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off again. That's all you'll be doing.
Okay.
So there were some moments that I just know that for the target audience, in the theater, they're gonna be rolling in their seats.
Oh, like laughter. Yeah, yeah.
Right. But for us, like,
Well, okay, what about, I mean, there were some really good emotional moments in the film. Did that
Mhm.
get you at all? Or not really?
this was targeted for the emotions of an 11, 12-year-old.
Okay. I got
So
it.
I could see their intent.
Yeah.
And I can't say, for me, who's a few years older than 11 or 12, I can't see it through my eyes because
Right.
you got to watch it through the intent. And that's for the
yeah.
younger audience.
Okay, okay. Well, thanks for watching it with me, though.
Of course. We're halfway through Mighty Ducks 2, and you've got your reservations about watching Mighty Ducks 3 now, don't you?
I do, yeah. Yeah, some of the Mighty Ducks too, I'm not remembering, so I'm wondering if I ever watched those, and I
Well,
thought I did.
We really should to get caught up on the series that's coming on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
If we don't watch Mighty Ducks 3, we're gonna be so lost.
Oh, I know.
And it's funny watching these little kids going, hey, that kid grows up to be this person. That kid grows up to be that person. Like little
Oh.
Joshua Jackson.
Right. Yeah, he's like the main character, or the main boy,
Charlie.
anyway. Charlie in the Mighty Ducks, and
He's
yeah,
also on Dawson's Creek.
yeah, Joshua
I mean,
Jackson.
I don't know what Dawson's Creek is.
Yeah, it's Dawson's Creek, yes.
I don't know that.
And then Foggy.
Oh yeah, the tough kid. Because every of these sports movies got to have the big tough lone wolf kid, and that we're looking at him going, who is that actor? Who is he?
Because they dyed his hair black for these films.
And he's much younger than we know him now, and that is he plays Foggy on the Netflix series Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
He is Matt Murdock's assistant, his law assistant, not assistant, but law co-owner.
And he's got like blondish hair,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which
So-
is why we couldn't place him right away.
The two own the law firm in Daredevil, and he got this the slicked back hair. He's kind of chunky, but back then he once you know it, once you know, hey, that's Foggy. Well, that's him right there.
Yeah, you can't unsee it.
Yeah. And the little kid Terry, that's Jesse Smollett from Empire.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't go into him. Yeah, too much
Okay.
controversy there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's fun to watch that, if only for those references too.
And watching those 90s hairstyles.
Oh yeah.
Don't miss those.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Well, that does it for episode 280 of
Skywalking Through Neverland. We'd like to thank Margaret Carey for coming back on the show and telling us all about her big day. And, of course, we want to thank all you Skywalkers for listening every week, watching our YouTube videos, and watching us right here on YouTube.
We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations. Are you thinking of a trip to Disney parks? You can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
And where else can you find Skywalking Through Neverland? Well, okay, you go ahead. That was a question that I should have let you answered. It was more of a rhetorical.
Oh, okay. Well, you can find them at jedinews.co.uk and Fantha Tracks.
Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network,
Skynet.
where you can find other great shows like Sabers and Spells, Talking Apes, and classic Marvel Star Wars comics.
You can also find us on social media at Skywalking Pod. For Twitter or Instagram, you can join our Facebook group where there's lots of fun conversation and discussion there. So just search Facebook for Skywalking Through Neverland group. You can email us, share@skywalkingthrough-neverland.com. And if you feel like supporting Skywalking Through Neverland, head to skywalkingforce.com.
All right, Skywalkers, thank you very much for joining us once again. Now, stay tuned for bloopers and other fun bits of conversation
Always remember,
to do as much in one day as Margaret Carey does in one day.
all right, Skywalkers. Well,
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and thank you, Tati, for getting rid of those bugs.
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You're hired.
Yeah, thank you, John.
All right,
thank
bye,
you, everyone.
And
Have a-
Richard, you gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta get to work.
All right.
Have a great one. You too. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for watching.